funny story.
It's a funny story. So Sal and I used to work at Bad Robot together for years and years and years. We would always eat lunch together, and we would always just like talk about movies that we should make, or how movies could be different, or they should have done, or you know what you do with your friends. And then one day, and it was probably Sal that said it, he's like, you know what someone should do? They should make a movie, but the other side of The Hangover, about the guy who got stuck on the roof. And I was like, that's actually a really clever idea, because what did happen to that guy? He spent a whole bachelor party weekend burning to death.
Well, there's no mattress though.
Yeah,
remember we had the mattress.
I know.
Exactly. Yeah, we didn't have the mattress.
We didn't have the mattress. But we thought a lot about like what is the minimum you can give people so it's hard, but that they can still survive. But what is also the hardest things you can give them so that the audience really feels like these people are in serious jeopardy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then obviously then there's the heartfelt elements of it, and you have both characters stuck up there, not just one guy alone that we kind of developed into, and then the film becomes a little bit more about isolation, connection with other people, reevaluating self-identity, understanding what's important in your life, and they're forced to do that because they're stuck up there and can't get off while trying to survive.
Yeah, it's a real journey from you start from a selfish character, and by the end he's selfless, and I think that speaks to what human beings should be. I think as we get older, we all learn that about ourselves, that is what you give is more valuable than what you get. And we just wanted that to be an overarching theme in the movie, while also being funny, full of action, so that people don't feel they're taking medicine, that they're on a ride, even though it's still one location, two characters. How do we make that the fastest paced movie possible?
I'm about to say there's a lot of action for a small space. How would you be able to cram that in? Because it's two people, you just know there's one end of the room and then the other end of the room.
Yeah.
How was able to cram action per se?
Yeah, I think it was important that we kept the film dynamic and we didn't get stuck just sitting around, which they do a good amount of that too. But we wanted to keep it a little bit more lively and have some of these set pieces that could really elevate the scope of the film while also keeping us interested and engaged. Once you start to care about the characters in the more subtle moments, then you start to really care about them not dying in the more high tension moments. So it was designed in that way, and I think it elevates to get to the end of the film.
Yeah, I agree with all that. By the way, Alex just got here.
Oh!
This is one of the actors in our movie.
Okay.
Awesome.
The question I was going to ask was...
Yeah, right on the other side. Two photos.
Yes. We shot this movie, dude, in Tennessee, in July, on top of a roof with no shade and no air conditioning. And here's something I learned about roofs, and this is true of every roof in New York as well.
Yeah.
Because I scouted them. There is no elevator that goes to the top of the roof.
No.
It always has a staircase, the last leg.
Because you got the elevator room on the top.
Yeah.
So we had to load all of the gear, all of the props, all of the set decoration up. The final thing was up a long stairwell. It was miserable.
This sounds like a movie within a movie.
It was.
Yeah.
Dude, I wore swim trunks to work every day.
It doesn't sound like a movie because you have to load everything up to the roof.
Yeah.
With the staircase. And then you gotta put everything on the roof. And you gotta come back downstairs.
And then some of those things that we built, you don't clock everything sometimes. You don't clock logistics. So we had to lug 150-pound pieces of set decoration up a staircase. And so we're just the thing is mashed against our face. I mean, it was, and also it was lightning and raining all the time. Even though when you watch the movie, it looks like there's no rain anywhere to be found. But it rained every day.
So wait a second. So when it was raining, you had to bring everything back down?
Yep. That's correct.
Constant.
It's worth also just highlighting the struggles that we had, kind of highlight that the entire crew was on board with this, and this film would not have been possible without every single person that was collaborating together.
Yeah,
to
and
make
it helped
it
us
happen.
believe in it more too, because we had two COVID shutdowns. We got kicked out of a location the morning we got there, and what it did for us was that you have to constantly commit. It's so easy to quit when things get hard. But when they do get hard and you have the chance to rise to the occasion over and over and over again, then you realize I do care about this, and I'm going to do the best I can to make this movie the best it can be.
So one last question. This being the premiere screening, was there any pressure of you sitting down in the audience, watching the film, watching people watching the film, and their reactions to it?
Not for me. I mean, I've seen the film over 100 times. I know what it means for me, and I think we all came together to make the best film that we could. I hope people enjoy it. It's out of our hands at this point. We'll see. It'll be nice to see, but ultimately, we left it all in the field. So yeah,
it's like a dinner party, right? You cook all this food, you take your time, you make it the best you can, and then your guests come over and eat it. And it's awesome to watch them eat your food, right? Because you're like, damn right I made that. You know, it's good, isn't it?
Somebody's the chef.
Yeah, so there's no downside to watching with an audience. Like, even if someone doesn't like it, that's okay. Not everyone has to like it. In fact, you kind of don't want everyone to like it, because if everyone likes it, it might be a little soft. You know what I'm saying?
I've never heard that. I've never heard that.
You like, think of all the great movies. There's some people who are like, I don't like that movie. It's too this or too that. But it's good. It's like art should question us and challenge us. And I hope that applies to our movie as well.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
From Bebox Radio, I appreciate you guys.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Congratulations
Thank you so
for
much
being
for your
the
time.
opening night film.
We appreciate that.
I'm Scott Bear, indie film reporter. And give me your name and what you did on the film and how you got to the stage,
Yeah, go
to
ahead,
travel to it.
Can you repeat the question? Sorry.
Just your name and journey.
Oh, Salvatore Sciortino, the director of Roof. I would say the journey started a long time ago with a belief that we wanted to make a film, and we knew we could make a film. So we created a story that we thought was worth telling, and then we went and made that film, and now we're here today.
Yeah, and my name's Josh Tate. I'm the writer, I'm the producer of Roof. And for me, the journey started in 2011 when a skinny kid from college showed up at my work applying for an internship, and it was this guy right here. And so for the last 15 years, we have become friends, talked about movies all the time, and the opportunity to work so closely with someone that you share so many creative goals and a vision with was awesome.
What school were you talking to?
It wasn't at school, it was at work. We both worked at Bad Robot.
Oh, okay.
For J.J. Abrams. He still works there. I worked there for 11 years. And it was just a great proving ground and a learning place for how do you make movies, how do you tell stories, and then how do you actually find it in yourself to take that risk and jump out and actually try to make something.
Well, you're at least going to have a really great sweatshirt.
I know. Look, if no one's going to promote the movie, I will. I have been wearing these, by the way, but I've been wearing these all week. I'm so ready to go home and not wear this anymore.
It's a nice.
I have other clothes in my closet that need to be worn.
Sure you do. That's very nice. So, how did you get to be a director? Was his mentorship something that led you there?
I think the only way you become a director is you start directing films. That's the advice that I got. That's what I did. You have stories to tell. You know you want to tell them, and you just figure out the way to do it. You can start with short films. You can go and do any type of media that you want. In this case, we had a story that I wanted to direct as a feature, developed it, and then went out to do it.
Yeah, everything in life is just deciding to do it. And it's hard to decide to do things, particularly when they're expensive or when they seem hard. But there's no reason not to try.
Especially maybe you have a significant other that has their own opinions about what is really cool. That can be very hard.
Yeah.
I guess that's why there's a lot of divorces in LA.
Oh boy.
So where are you guys working out of now? What city?
We're supposed to still in Los Angeles.
Yeah, Los Angeles.
Yeah. And so it's nice to come to New York and be at the top of your game. And
in all the snow.
Yeah, I used to live here. It was great. It's great to be back in the city again. I lived here for 5 years, and I remember why I left. It's just too damn cold here, man. I don't know how you guys do it.
This is
much respect for the New Yorkers who are like, it's not cold. It's cold.
What did you shoot the film with? What kind of format were you using?
We shot it digitally on the Red. I think it was the Red Komodo. 8K native raw,
8K.
And then we finished the film in 4K output, 7:1 audio mix, and have an HDR version as well.
Yeah, it's very cool as well, not animal work.
How far back do you go with formats?
I go back to my first movie I made. I'm at the New York Film Academy here. I shot a movie on 16 millimeter where you had to go buy the 100-foot spools, load them into your camera, and it wasn't a crystal sync. It was a wind-up Bolex. So you had to, you shoot it and hope that, the dialogue would never sync properly, so you just kind of hope for the best. Then you had to pay for the processing. Man, it was hard. It's so easy today. You can do it on an iPhone. Like, Sean Baker made a movie with the thing you're holding in your hand, so it's great.
It has good sound.
The world is a bigger place now, and the tools are incredible.
Have you been talking in any way to distributors to get some kind of feel?
That is why we're here. So the journey is to find the audience for the film now, and hope it has some success there.
Does Dances with Film have some reputation for distributors showing up?
I think so.
Say again?
Yeah. I think they do. They've had a couple films that have played here to then get distribution after the fact.
Okay, so if we need any more, we'll get the contacts from Dances with Films and
Always happy to
send
talk
you
to folks.
questions.
Thank you so much.
Great.
for
Thank
talking
you
with
so
us.
much.
Nice to meet you.
We appreciate your time.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, let's try to get Alex.